Welcome back to Knights TV. It's Samito V of Viola, joined by today's catcher. A hot one for him behind the plate, of course, in the catching gear in a 90-degree weather today. And, of course, talking about Josh Phegley, a hit on the afternoon. But, Josh, you had a chance to catch Terry Doyle today. Went into the 8th inning with a no-hitter. First off, I mean, were you guys talking about that at all, or how does that work?
Not at all. I mean, just going through the innings, and I mean, it's kind of rare to be that late in the game with no hits, and so you just focus on the hitters and getting each hitter out as they come up, and you don't really pay attention to the scoreboard much. And then, kind of later in the game when he was kind of cramping up a little bit, we kind of noticed, like, hey, you got a no-hitter going, like, can you finish this? And apparently he couldn't, but it was a stellar outing.
It really was. And you guys had some innings there. I mean, you had some long innings where you guys put some runs on the board. Does that maybe get to a pitcher? I mean, he's in the dugout for a little bit. I mean, think that play into any of that?
Maybe. I mean, maybe he was thinking about it, being in the dugout for a little bit. But, it's just an everyday routine for him. He's throwing a lot of games, and, it's just, when it's his time to go out there, he goes out and focuses on the hitters.
And he's gone out and he's pitched very well now. His 3rd straight win. He's a complete game. 2 outings ago, 8 innings his last outing. The outing before that, 10 strikeouts. Just talk to me about Terry here and how he's been pitching this season.
He's just throwing strikes. He's getting ahead of guys. He's using all his pitches. When you can pound the strike zone, you make them, swing the bat. You make them get themselves out, and that's what he's done. He's just stayed in the zone and, kept his pitch count down and stays ahead of the guys.
You've done a good job catching the staff here this year. Not just Doyle, but Charlie Leisman yesterday did a good job. Of course, Charlie Schurig. Talk to me about this starting rotation. I mean, these guys have all performed really well.
Yeah, really well. We got a great staff, great bullpen, and the starters know they can rely on those guys to come in and close the games out. And we just preach throwing strikes and getting ahead of guys, and it's worked pretty well for us.
Real quick, last question to talk about you for a minute here. You've done well with the bat. You've thrown out a number of runners trying to steal second base. What is it for you? I mean, what do you take pride in mostly? Is it catching the staff? Is it hitting? Is it throwing guys out? Talk to me a little bit about your game.
My main focus has to be defense and handling the pitching staff. I mean, that's my main job out there, is to make sure they get through the game, and we have a plan. And the offense can be frustrating at times, and it's fun to swing the bat, but my focus is always defense and controlling the running game, controlling the pitching staff.
I lied. Last question. You were in the military jerseys today. We had a nice military appreciation before the game. Just talk to me a little bit about that and about the military members. What does that mean to you?
It definitely, you can lose perspective playing this game every day and coming out, and you have a rough one and you feel like the world's coming to an end. But it gives us some perspective. These guys are coming home from overseas, and they're in the heat of battle, and it's 90+ degrees. We're just seeing pitching and trying to get hits, and that's it. And we go home to air conditioning, and so it's nice to have some of those guys come out and support us on the field, and we'd like to give some of that support back to them.
That's great, Josh. Thank you so much. A good day for you, a good day for Terry Doyle. And not even talk about it, but a big win. 6 in a row now. This team is hot. They've won 6 in a row, playing some great baseball. Now 5 games over 500. Really having a good team here and a good season. And the Charlotte Knights pick up a big victory in Game 1 of this 4-game series with the Rochester Red Wings. We'll see you next time right here on Knights TV.